The heat is on.
The heat most definitely is on.
What? It's cold. It's cold out. Ooh. She left me in here. Ooh.
Perfect. Took yourself. That's wonderful.
Left the door open.
Because I put the heat on, shut the door, and then wandered away. Oh, here, give me this.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Really?
Oh, it's the best I've got.
I
I can't for a wee while. I've been mucking the stall, so
You're warm?
I'm reasonably warm. Yes. Oh, 4 minutes.
Oh.
And then I presume Gwen will just wander over.
Probably.
Yeah.
She is a day. She has to work till 5 o'clock.
Yes.
Oh. And she leaves tomorrow morning.
Was she leaving early?
So I waited sitting when Jenny's not coming back.
I don't know when she's coming back. We should have asked her that this morning.
Oh.
Hold on a second. Oh, runny nose weather or what? Runny nose weather.
Really?
Oh,
Mine's not running.
mine is.
That's it.
Oh, excuse me. No.
I have a very sore finger. Because my finger makes it better.
Where's yours sore?
I have a feeling it's from poking it.
Oh, it could be actually.
The finger I poked last time is a sore.
Yeah, because you did it 3 times in a row. And then you have to squeeze it. You did sterilize it though, didn't you?
Well, no, but
Okay. Now, I bet you put this on this thingy here.
I like the rearrangement of the
Cabin.
of the cabin, of the apartment. This is not the cabin. The cabin.
No, I don't know where I am any longer. I've given up. For about 2 minutes. Okay.
You must have something to. What do you got there?
Equine Rescue Network.
What?
Equine Rescue Network. I'll open them so we're ready to go. We've got another minute just to let people join us.
Oh.
Because if we start too early, we'll have a problem. Oh.
It's already open.
Yeah, it looks half open. The mail's a bit odd at the moment. We're not getting mail. People, yeah, eventually turns up. Eventually.
What's that?
I was just checking. I'll send it over to you in a minute. Aha! Oh, nearly there. You didn't bring the glasses, did you?
I don't know. You never know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, so we won't need them yet during the winter. 5 o'clock. Hello, it's Friday. It's very cold, so we'll be brief. Well, Gwen will get here. We might not be that brief. We had a super visit this morning. We did. This morning in Haverhill.
Oh.
It was super.
Yes, that was very good. That was very active.
Very active. There was a lot of people.
Yeah.
We did 2 floors, and And we did
two floors, I sat.
yes, well, you did one floor, and then we did room to room as well.
Yeah. Larky.
Yeah, with Larky and with Willow.
You did a couple of Willows.
I did.
That was not recommended by me.
No, and then I did because one of the ladies that's why she wanted Willow, was because one of the ladies used to breed Irish bullfights.
Yeah.
So she likes big breeds. So she wanted to bring the puppy in. So and then you know the thing is, as soon as you're leaving that room, they say, could we just and then we just did. So it was lovely. It's a really nice facility, that one. The staff are great.
Yeah.
Staff are super.
I gave away 2 monkey fists.
Did you? And you know what? I think at least a third of the numbers, because we were about 93. I think at least a third of them were staff.
Yeah.
And we were meeting in the elevators, in the aisles, everywhere.
There was one woman there that works there that took care of me down at
Hawthorne Hill.
Hawthorne Hill.
Yeah. Well, it's a very.
She has a monkey fist.
Yeah, so no more. It's a very happy staff, and it's interesting. So,
and there is a woman there. If I go back there next time, she is real sharp.
yes,
She sat at the end of the table.
yes.
She's above the rest, and I really don't.
The lady with the white hair.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. She was at the head of that table that you kept coming in close to.
Right. Yeah.
I've seen her before. She asked very intelligent questions and
Yes.
stuff like that. I have to pay more attention next time.
Yes. So it was a really nice visit, actually.
Yeah.
After we discovered via talking to Janine on the phone that there was 2 North Streets in Haverhill, and we were heading for the one that we were supposed to be heading for. So there we go.
I was sound asleep, and all of a sudden she took a left turn. I said, "No, that's the wrong way."
And then Janine said, "Where are you?" And I said, "Heading towards North Street." She said, "You know, there's 2." And I went, "Well, nobody mentioned that." So we got there, though.
We did. We're almost on time.
We were 2 minutes early, actually. See? Amazing. Well, it says factored in time for getting lost.
Right.
And the other problem is we've noticed that coming home from Haverhill, like the last time, there's a really super curry takeout place, and it's never open at that time in the morning. It's useless.
Right.
And there isn't anything much else to eat. So there's a first letter.
That's a letter.
Yes.
Terry. Burlington, Mass.
Just down the road somewhere.
It's a letter.
If it's a complaint, you can have it.
You can have that one.
Thank you.
Easter letter. Oh, encloses donation check. Thank you for helping the animals. That's true. Huh. Well, this does say Equine Rescue Network.
Yes.
Okay. Let's put that in a separate account.
Yes. Thank you very much, Terry. That's very much appreciated.
It certainly is.
That's lovely. That will very much help with the animals. There's another one.
And this one is Maddie. Shreveport, Louisiana. Put out that one.
Thank you.
Ah, look at the tree. Ah. Merry Christmas, she says.
Oh,
Maddie Goodwin.
thank you.
That's a cute picture.
That is pretty. Cat, no legs.
Yeah.
There we go. Vintage cat.
Right.
Put that up there. Take that over. Okay, let's look at these questions. So, do you have a warm coat?
Do I?
Yes.
I do. I have that. I have a blue coat.
Right.
I've almost lost 2. I had all set to clean them up, and I wanted to make sure that Justin gets one.
Uh-huh.
I had two of the coats left from all those Walt Disney coats.
Uh-huh.
And I want to make sure Justin gets one, because he needs one.
Right.
And the other one I think is mine.
Okay. But you have got a warm coat.
They're warm.
Right. So you have to put it on.
I know. That may be finding them may be a problem. I have one.
Yeah. The person so in the barn at the moment, helping Claudette with her evening chores. I helped her before they all arrived. We've got Brittany, Mariana, Julie's there, and Leslie's there.
The two of them came in the same day, which I like.
That was Brittany and Mariana.
And somebody else came from the town with their little orange, what is it? Banana loaf?
Oh,
Happens to me every year.
even better.
They apparently give these to everybody over 80 or something.
And you were like, yes!
Yes!
Oh, happy days!
Happy days.
And Justin's making you beef stew.
Yes, that's a negative.
See? They're all going on
I think
today.
he's making it for everybody, isn't he?
I think so.
I think so.
I think Carlene does have on a t-shirt, a jumper, and her big thick sleeves. She's just chosen not to come out with her coat.
It's cold. I do have a snowsuit.
Well, that'll be fun.
That's right. The snowsuit would be very nice and very warm and extremely complicated.
I go in and say good morning to everyone to let them know I'm in the barn, so I can start the goats off on the right foot, because as soon as they know you're there, they go, "Meow!" And that's what they just sit and shout. So that gets everybody up and at it. Oh dear.
The place is crazy.
It is totally crazy. And the funny thing is, it's only the male goats that make that noise. The females are very quiet.
I would say.
No, because we'll get into trouble.
Right.
Was it Gwen who rearranged your place, or was it you?
What?
Was it Gwen who rearranged your furniture, or did you do it?
I did it.
No, there you go. Oh, that means it's not an authorized move around your furniture.
It's not a Jane approved.
No, we'll be hearing about that soon.
Yes.
Ooh.
It is a lot roomier.
It is, yes.
And I don't totally need that stainless steel computer desk.
Right, we'll take it out.
I'm not sure I'm willing to part with it yet.
Okay.
It could go over with Justin. I don't know.
Finally up to you.
I know, but it's like, I don't have a working surface.
Yeah.
And I have so much paperwork that's coming up.
Right. Well, that would be a good surface.
It would
if you
be.
need to spread things out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll put that on hold. I don't know.
I'll try and remember to take a video of it. There is lots of help in the barn, which is lovely. I don't know if Brittany, I think Brittany jumps in to help with the website when she needs to. But the website, a lot of the kinks have been kind of like ironed out of it. I think Janine's got it running the way she likes it now.
I have no idea.
Oh,
I have no idea.
Yeah. Safest if I don't touch it. That much I do know.
I got a short day of doggy out this morning.
Oh, good. Yes. Well, they haven't actually come to help me. They've come to help Claudette, because it's Claudette's chores today. I do morning. Claudette she does Friday night and I think Saturday morning. So I'm going to come down and help her tomorrow morning. So, because there's coming...
The place is running. I don't know.
It's functioning.
The animals are well cared for.
Yes.
That's all I know.
Definitely.
And I'm freezing.
Do you need gloves or mittens?
Ooh.
Gloves or mittens? Do you need them? Doesn't have any. Would you prefer gloves or mittens though?
If I had gloves, would I have to work?
Yes. Especially if they've got grips. Mittens it is then.
Oh.
I think sometimes mittens are much warmer. You know, if all you're doing
the
is...
fingers are together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to, when I had mittens as a child, I used to take my thumbs out and hold them in there as well. Because your poor wee thumbs get cold.
Yeah.
When they're lonesome. Yes, it's Claudette's helping too, sorry. Yes, now it was nice when all 4 of the little mini horses came in and they got on perfectly for about 5 minutes and then flowers started first. But remember, I'm the top horse. And then the little Peanut, the chestnut one, went, I don't think so, I'm not sure about this yet. So they had another little kicking match. And I thought, so Brittany and Mariana they're actually grooming those 2 wee horses because they came from New Holland, so they're a bit yucky. So they're in a separate stall so that we don't have they squeal like over energetic schoolgirls. They're high pitched, they squeal and they kick. And so there's no point having them in overnight if we have a problem and I have to come down in my pajamas. Well, you could come over in your pajamas, boys. So
I don't do pajamas anymore.
No. Oh. So we're keeping them separate at night time.
This operation for many years has been a 24-hour a day for me.
Yeah.
No holidays, no vacations, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And 24 hours besides. So I'm off.
Off the hook.
Off the root. Actually, thrown out is another word for it, but I think I'll take it.
Whichever suits. Oh, those 2 horses do have the strangest squeal, and I think it's who can have the most high-pitched squeal wins.
These are girls.
Girls. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Oh yeah. So for everybody's peace of mind, we'll keep them separated until they can be trusted to behave. But we'll get there, and there will be a nice little herd. Oh yeah, yacht tracks. That's the way forward, I think.
What?
The yacht tracks that you put in your feet.
I drove over in a car. I'll drive home.
Yeah, you're fine. I think the thing about the yacht tracks, and I haven't put mine on yet, is that I spend so long trying to put them on, and they ping off, and then if I'm going out, I really need to change my whole boots because I've got to the stage I leave them on year round, and then
Whatever.
because the rubber's so tight when you first put it on, so they don't fall off.
Yeah.
And I have a struggle with it.
I've never had them.
Yeah, they're super for ice. They keep you upright.
I think I just won't go outside. I think I better go back.
You want to go back?
Well, if Justin's about to appear with
Dinner.
these 2, and there's 3 dogs in my room,
Yes, that would be good.
They are big.
So just one question. When you fell, why didn't you use Larky to get up?
I don't think he's strong enough to get up.
Right.
I take a lot of downward pressure to get up.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And it happened so quick that he didn't have a chance to stop it.
Right.
The knee, it was there.
Yeah. Yeah. Or the feeling from the knee wasn't there. Right. And just in Carlene's car.
I have fallen many times in my life, so I mean, it was not a colossal fall.
It wasn't a novice fall then.
Yeah.
I'll just be back in a second.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll be right there. I just still don't trust it.
No.
See, it's perfectly all right at the moment, but it lies. Oh.
1 minute, excuse me. Well, that's not good. Oh, there you go. Okay, no worries. Well, that was lucky because Gwen met me, and she's driving Carlene back actually, so that's good. Oh, I don't know if I've still got people here. Anyway, so what can I tell you? It's really cold. It was about 10 degrees this morning when I came down to the barn. So when the weather is just this cold, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to. Sorry? Yes, Julie's going to come in and say hello. You're actually just coming in here for a wee warm up. I am. Say hello then. Yeah, go for it. Hi everybody. And this is Julie, and Julie has been with us for over a year. Wow, now, yes. And she specializes in Woody. I'm a Woody pro. Yes, she's a Woody pro. And we've had lots of excitement with Woody because when Woody came in, we had his mother on Meredith, and we knew she wasn't going to make it for terribly long. And then we decided to separate. Woody was really very, very bonded with his mother, and I think he was, when she came into us, she was 16 and he was 14, and I think he probably spent all 14 years with her, unfortunately. So we made the decision, we thought she wasn't going to last longer than a month, and we made the decision to try and integrate him into a herd away from his mother so that we didn't have him all of a sudden cast adrift because his mother had passed. So we brought him over here. His mother lasted for about another year.
And I had the chance to meet Gertie and say, thank you for Woody.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, really, the first winter we had with Woody, he was very, very underweight. So he's been on a special feeding program for a long time. And Julie goes to work, and she rehydrates his food just before she's leaving, so it comes here and it's wet and it's warm. See? And he likes that kind of service.
Yeah.
So she makes fantastic balms and rubs, and she has really brought him back into himself, both in body and in mind. And he's a far more confident and outgoing donkey because he really was very, very subdued and introverted when he first came in. But bearing in mind that he is never going to be, I think, 100% comfortable with the rowdy boys,
right.
We do move him round about. So at the moment he is in the stall with. Did the cows go in?
Yes, he's with Elvis and Jemmy right now. And he seems quite content.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. It's so that's his happy spot. But you'll notice we just move him round about because sometimes they all have little shifts in behaviour. So then he goes out with the other herd, and then he goes in with the horses sometimes and with some of the donkeys. So it's nice. But we did have a worry I think it was last winter when it was really cold.
Yeah.
And he started losing weight, and he was shivering. We had to find blankets.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And we came back and we couldn't work out what was wrong with him. His temperature wasn't off. He was okay. And then we realised there'd been a bit of an argument, and somebody had bitten him on what was the remains of his testicles.
Yeah.
But we've got a balm for that. There's a balm for everything. So Julie nursing back to better health and making feel much better about himself, and he's really thriving.
No wonder he keeps his distance.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He's like, listen, this lot all got previous. Because we don't know who did. Did we work out who did it?
No.
Not naming names.
I mean,
obviously.
I have some suspicion who, but I don't want to. Without proof, I'm not going to
Yeah.
blame anybody.
Okay. That's fine. We're probably got video evidence somewhere. Yeah. So Julie comes in. You were here an awful lot over the summer.
Yeah. Well, I do enjoy it so much.
Yeah. And you've got more time in the summer.
I do have more time in the summer.
Yeah.
Sure.
And Julie's children sometimes come and help, which is just lovely.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we're very appreciative because we need all the help we can get.
Thank you. I enjoy it a lot. And I'm going to finish my chores and give Woody a big hug good night.
Okay. Well, he's had his warm dinner, so it's fine.
And then plenty of hay.
And there's got plenty of tea. And then
And a cozy bed.
And a cozy bed. And then you know what will happen is she'll go home and she'll dial up YouTube.
Exactly. I'll watch on
And she'll keep an eye on him overnight.
I'll scroll back to the bed to see what happened.
Yeah, that's quality
He
baby
goes from here to there.
Yes, exactly. Or I don't think he likes that hay bag any longer. I think he prefers green ones and not the blue. See? It's a very precise science.
Woody Pro.
The Woody Pro, exactly. And we just say, yes, Julie, that's fine. And you just let us know what needs to happen.
Carry on with your Woody Pro.
And I think you're back tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes, that would be lovely as well.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Everybody.
I'll see you soon, Julie.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, dear. Now, let's go here. Oh, no, the dogs did not eat the banana cream pie, because I'll tell you, if they had done, we'd have known about it. Now, oh, you can get yak tracks that can be worn inside stores. Ooh, cool. There we go. So Carlene said that the reason she does not use Larky to get back up is that she feels that the weight ratio is off, and that's something that she's best able to advise regarding. So that's perfect. And the coil yak tracks do get very slippery indoors, and my problem is I tend to go from indoors to outdoors, and in the barn and out the barn. So you're going on concrete surfaces, stone dust surfaces, mud. So mine get really badly abused, and what ends up happening with them is it's the rubber that holds them to your shoe. Although there was one year I had been, I was walking Jasper. This must have been about 4 or 5 years ago, and I was walking Jasper out on the main road outside Meredith. And as I came back, I was like, oh no, one of my yak tracks was missing. I was like, oh, that's a shame. And then that spring, after all the snow had melted, somebody had put it on top of the wall of Meredith, and then I had my pair back again. I thought, what were the chances of that? So that was very fortunate. So we very much do appreciate the care that Julie takes of the animals. And Leslie, and Brittany, and Mariana, and definitely Claudette as well. So we are very fortunate. Flower is a little firecracker. Oh, she is. I call her the little spicy raisin, because she's a bit, she's dark in color and she's a bit wrinkly. So she's a little monkey. Well, so when she was introduced to Delight, so we brought Flower home from the Woods auction in Aiken, which is really out in the country down in South Carolina, and it was quite chaotic because that was also the auction that we brought Chance home, and the puppy, the puppy that somebody said, do you want a dog? And I said, no, not really. And Jean went, don't you dare. And then they said it was a free puppy. We were like, oh no, there's no such thing as a free puppy. And then I read something about the male puppies are of no use because they can't be bred, and the puppies that aren't wanted, there was dog fighting rings, and very often they're used for weight dogs. At which point I said to Janine, "Oh, I said this is particularly problematic." She's like, "Looks like we've got ourselves a puppy." So at that auction, Janine was going round by herself, unsupervised, I might add, and I held the puppy. So before the auction started, we were presented with this puppy. So I went round with the puppy, and Janine was totally and utterly left by herself. Now you remember we had the rule: no mares and no mules. That's what we lived by. So by the time I came back after I got the little puppy settled, the auction was finished, and I said to Janine, "How did you get on?" And she said, "Oh, great." And I was like, "Oh, good." I said, "Did we get anything?" She said, "Oh, yes, we did." She said, "We got that little black mini horse." I'm like, "Lovely." She said, "And those two donkeys, that was Woody and his mother. And then she said, and that one there in that pen." And I looked at the pen, and it was a pen of 4 mules, mini mules, I might add. And I said to her, I said, "Oh no, which pen are you talking about?" She went, "That one in there." And I went, "The mule pen?" And she said, "Yes." I went, "Did you buy a mule?" Now I love mini mules. I think they're fantastic. I was shocked that Janine had willingly bought a mini mule. I just couldn't believe it. Even when she was left by herself with no coercion, I thought that's amazing. But what happened was the 4 mules had run through the auction ring, and one of them was being picked on, and so she decided that she would bid on the one that was being picked on because they were all going to the same buyer, which meant that little mule was going to get picked on bigly. So that was Aston Martin that we brought home, and Aston Martin now lives in New Hampshire, and he has a herd of horses to keep under control. He is in 7th heaven. He is having the most fantastic time in the most phenomenal home. So that is lovely. So we are left with Woody, whose mother unfortunately passed away, and we have Flower. So when Flower came in, she was a skinny, massive mess with a snotty nose and goopy eyes. And obviously when you've got something like that, this is why we're fortunate to have Janine's place that we can use as quarantine down south. So we had them down there, we had her on antibiotics, it cleared up, it didn't ever come to anything along the lines of like strangles or anything like that. We gave them their 30 days and then we transported them back up. And Flower goes between here and Meredith. And so when she was introduced to Delight, she wasn't quite into her feisty mode. In fact, she was quite subdued because she'd actually been very unwell. And so Delight's actually quite nurturing. So Delight and it was because it was the pair of them and Wilbur, they got on just fine. But now Flower is in fine fettle, and I can tell you she is all thrusters are firing. So she is my spicy reason, and nobody messes with Flower. So there, but she will settle down, and the whole herd will calm back down again. I think either that one of them's good to Meredith. So. And Flower was apparently getting angsty with Arthur. That's about right, because Flower takes on Ted. You all know the size of Ted. She is not daunted by size or gender. She's like, I'm all over this. She's in charge, and as long as we all abide by that, it's fine. And Woody is a very sweet boy. And Woody will, Julie will read these comments, so she will see them. Anything happening this weekend? Yes. Belinda will be with Carlene tomorrow morning, and there's some people who are coming to look around the barn. So I'll be down showing them the barn tomorrow morning. And Claudette will be here on Saturday morning. I'll be here again Saturday night and Sunday morning, and between here and Meredith, which will be just lovely. We're really very weather dependent. Today the water that is in the feed room decided to freeze. So it's in the bit that's under the ground, so there's not much we can do about it. It doesn't appear to have broken. We certainly won't have any floods, and we just work it out. So I'm taking hot water from across outside Carlene's house, and I'm making my wee hot mashes, and everybody's happy. And we get by, and I don't really feel it's too much of a struggle, because we're very fortunate that the frost-free faucet, which is independent of the barn faucet here, which is in Tanner, so the frost-free faucet, which is in Tanner's, it just keeps going in all weathers. I have seen that Monday night, I think, is going to be 9 degrees, and that's just super fun. So, but everybody's got free-flowing water, and we just keep going with it. So there, that's what we're up to. And we'll maybe need to do another hay run from Meredith. So just the usual activity going on and on. And I don't know if Bud's going to make it down this weekend. I know he's only just started driving, so there's potential that he might come visit as well. No, we've got 2 pairs of those left, Toby, thank you very much. I handed them out because, remember, you said to me to hand them out to the volunteers. So I handed them out to the volunteers because we were like ice on here. So everybody was assigned a pair to keep track of, because you know fine well, if that sort of thing goes in here, they all disappear all over the place, or you end up with just one. But thank you very much. Those were very much appreciated. Well, Flower has met Enzo at Meredith, and Enzo actually is a little touch scared of Flower. And it's really very funny because, Enzo's, he's like Pepe Le Pew. He bounces around the paddock. He's in charge of the paddock, and Ted just lets him get on with being Enzo. It's the joy of being Enzo, and he's phenomenal. You put Flower in, and she just squares up to him. And I think he's not quite sure what to do with her. With Gelding, he's a bit of a pain in the backside, really, to be honest. But with Flower, it was almost like he was being gentlemanly, and he wasn't knocking lumps out of her. But she wasn't bothered. She was knocking lumps out of him, so I think he just can't be bothered. So he goes over and he stands beside Ted, and he's like, Ted, she's back. It's a problem. And Ted's like, told you. So, but it's a massive paddock, and it's a big barn. So we call poor Enzo. Oh, and she's been feisty with the light. Typical. Woody is the large light grey donkey, and he's in, thank you Hilda, in with Elvis and Jenny. So that's where they're all situated. So it is totally super. It's a really nice barn full of animals. They're quite nicely balanced, or they will be once Miss Flower sorts herself out. But they're really very sweet. So we're very lucky. So I hope everybody has a lovely weekend. Hope you're warmer than us, and not icy, because the ice is terrible. And we'll be back on Monday. And there's something happening on Monday. Somebody's coming to see Carlene at 9:30 on Monday. Oh, for the generator. That's what it is. Somebody's coming to price the generator for Carlene. Janine's arranged that. So that is super. And get that all organised. So, lovely to have you join me, and Carlene, and Julie, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye. Oh.